go for it. Hey everybody, welcome back. Thanks for taking the time to watch Hello Good Game. Today we're playing Jeskai Cycle. As always, we're going to take a look at the deck list, talk about the deck strategy, and then get into our gameplay footage for the day, coming full circle with our closing thoughts. I want to thank you again for watching. Now let's get into it. Our deck starts out with only 4 1-drops, Flourishing Fox. It's a 1-1, and whenever you cycle another card, put a 1-1 counter on Flourishing Fox. It also has cycling for 1, so great utility there. Draineth Healer times 2. This is our first 2-drop. It's a 2-2, cycling for 1. Whenever you cycle another card, you gain 1 life. Draineth Stinger. We have 2 copies of this. It's also a 2-2 with cycling for 1. However, whenever you cycle another card, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. 4 copies of Ominous Seas for 2. It's an enchantment, cycling for 2. Whenever you draw a card, put a counter on it, and then remove 8 counters from it to create an 8/8 Kraken. Starlit Development for 2. Until end of turn, target creature becomes a blue serpent with base power and toughness of 4/4, cycling for 1. Splendid Mare. This is our first 3-drop. We have 2 copies of it. It's a 3/3 with lifelink, cycling for 2. Whenever you cycle Splendid Mare, put a lifelink counter on target creature you control. 4 copies of Irencrag Pyromancer for 3. It's a 0/4. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, Irencrag Pyromancer deals 3 damage to any target. Neat. 4 copies of Rielle the Everwise. This is a 0/3 legendary creature. Rielle the Everwise gets +1/+0 for each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards. Awesome. Moving on to our 4-drops, we have 2 copies of Narset of the Ancient Ways. Legendary Planeswalker, +1 ability. You gain 2 life, add Jeskai mana, spend this only to cast non-creature spells. -2, draw a card, then you may discard a card. When you do, Narset of the Ancient Ways deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to target creature or planeswalker. -6, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this emblem deals 2 damage to any target. We have 4 copies of Zenith Flare. Zenith Flare deals X damage to any target, and you gain X life, where X is the number of cards with cycling in your graveyard. This is an instant I'll add. Moving on to our 6-drops here. We have Boon of the Wish Giver. Draw 4 cards, cycling for 1. We'll primarily be cycling this, but you never know if we need to refill our hand in an alternative route. And we have a ton of mana, but most likely just cycling. Yidaro Wandering Monster or Godzilla Doom Inevitable for 7. Trample Haste, cycling for 2. It's an 8/8. Whenever you cycle Yidaro, shuffle it back into your library from the graveyard. If you've cycled it 4 or more times, you get to put it right into the battlefield from your graveyard when you cycle it. So that's incredible. All of these spells are accompanied by 2 plains, 3 islands, 3 mountains, a Hallowed Fountain, a Temple of Enlightenment, Steam Vents, Temple of Epiphany, Sacred Foundry, Temple of Triumph, and 4 Ragran Triomes, along with 2 Fable Passages. So the land's not too in-depth. It doesn't require 4 copies of all of them, but 4 copies of the new Triumph, which might be a little bit hard for you guys to get. Never mind 4 copies of Rielle and Narset. So it's not a budget deck by any means. We are also going to look at a budget deck tomorrow, so stay tuned, you guys. I don't mean to disappoint, but this is not it. This is a really fun deck, though. You're really going to like it. Let's talk a little bit about the strategy before we get into today's gameplay footage. Obviously, you've seen everything has cycling on it. Let's just touch on a few of the really cool interactions. Rielle the Everwise, whenever you discard 1 or more cards for the first time each turn, draw that many cards. So for the first time you cycle each turn, you're going to draw 2 cards, right? Because the cycle is a discard plus draw, and then whenever you discard, you get to draw again. So every time you cycle on both your turn and your opponent's turn with Rielle on the field, you're going to get to draw 2 cards. That's awesome, right? You stack cycle cards in your graveyard and you finish the game with Zenith Flare, right? It's a great way just to deal direct damage, kill your opponent. You can use Splendid Mare to put lifelink, ideally on your Pyromancer, so she's going to gain 3 life every time you cycle a card on your turn, and then if you are able to cycle 2 cards on your opponent's turn, you'll be able to trigger that as well, because it is whenever you draw your second card each turn. So you have your draw step on your phase, and then you cycle to draw again, and then it triggers. But on your opponent's turn, you're going to need to cycle twice or draw 2 cards on your opponent's turn to get that trigger. So put your Splendid Mare, when you cycle it, the lifelink token or counter on the Pyromancer. That's great. Ominous Seas goes into the battlefield as soon as possible, and then every time you're cycling, you're just putting those counters on Ominous Seas for the big Kraken. That's really it. I only use Flourishing Fox if it's a control deck, right? Just so I have that creature to kill him. But again, most of the deck just revolves around cycling, cycling, cycling. That's it, you guys, right? As far as opening hands go, I absolutely love to see the Pyromancer, and I absolutely love to see Everwise. I'm not picky. I also really appreciate 3 lands. I'd rather play 3 and then flood than get stuck on 2, right? You get stuck on 2, you automatically lose. You go to 3 and flood, you still have a chance to win the game based on what happens with your opponent. So, opening hand, Pyromancer, Everwise, 3 lands. Anything else is absolutely fine. There's not much to it. That's it. If you have any questions or concerns, comments, be sure to join the Discord. That's the best way to reach me, right? Also, check out our communities, different events and whatever. We've got lots going on there. Let's get into today's gameplay footage, though. Thanks for watching. I'm Hello Good Game. I'm live on Twitch every single morning, 6 a.m. PST. I also have daily uploads on YouTube. If you're finding us there and you found any value within this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future shenanigans. Without further ado, though, you guys, let's get into today's gameplay footage. This video is brought to you by AetherHub and MTG Assistant. Check out MTG Assistant from the link in the description below and download one of the greatest Magic the Gathering Arena trackers today. Oof. Pyromancer and Rielle is a lot nicer, I think. Yeah, let's get rid of the Fox. Pull some more lands. That's great. Yeah, he's definitely playing Gruul. Let's play our Ominous Seas. Whenever we draw a card, it gets a counter on it, and then when it gets to 8, we can remove it and make an 8/8 Kraken, which is pretty neat. Let's get our Pyromancer out first and foremost. If he doesn't mutate it, if he, okay, so yeah, he's gonna go slow here. The 4/4, that's great. We can block it, which is cool. Yeah, let's get Rielle out there. Seems safe, no attacks. Pyromancer's a great blocker. Rielle is a little light. But again, let's just hold him off. Try to get this in play so we don't empty our hand too much. And maybe draw some cards, get our Kraken in play, remove his creatures with our Pyromancer. Shifting Ceratops is great. He's gonna go in with haste as well. Maybe both. Right, that's an option. Right? Alright. 5 go to the end zone. The Splendid Mare is nice. Let's see what we draw. Hopefully it's a land. Oh, perfecto. Let's throw that up top, I guess. I guess it doesn't matter what we take. Really at all. Let's start to cycle our Krakens. No attacks, straight chilling. The Pyromancer offsets a lot of his damage, which is nice. He definitely needs to deal with our Ominous Seas. Let's start cycling our Yadaro and try to get that out. %4 with him in our hand. 9% if we can get them both out. Actually, it will be higher than 9% now, actually. Just because we played so many cards out of our deck. Thorns is cool. I really like Thorns. He milled a couple cool things, though. That's nice. We lose land. Another copy of Rielle. It's not the worst. Taking another 5 damage, which is really only 2 because we gain 3 of it back. Alrighty. Ooh. So I guess we just send that up top. Gain some life. Let's make that Kraken as well. That's probably best, right? Hopefully we draw a land. And Zenith Flare, that's not the worst. No attacks. Let's end our turn. We can make our Kraken instant speed, which is really cool. He's taking cycle cards, which eats our Zenith Flare. He doesn't even know we have it, but good play. So definitely no joke in our opponent's skill set. He's gonna buff everybody. Good on him. It's a lot of dinner. Protection from blue on the Ceratops feels pretty bad, right? In so many ways. Ouch, getting hit for 15. That does not feel good. Auga. Uh-oh. And Ceratops survives. So we need to somehow pull a Pyromancer and then cycle for 1. Kill the Ceratops. This is our only hope. I mean, we can block it and he'll trample for 2 and still get the kill, actually. And he exiled things for our Zenith Flare, so we can't kill it that way either. Normally we would. He's really thinking about what to put on his library. Just puts his Cavalier there. Oh no, he puts his Return of the Wild Speaker. Let's put lifelink on our Kraken. Let's kill his companion. Gain a little bit of life. Oh no. That'll be our 4th Yudaro. Even an untapped land would be really nice. We get to 8 on our other Cs, which is good. Another Pyromancer's actually ideal. Yeah. We'll use the other Kraken to block. We should still get life link here, don't we? Or does the damage not happen? Good game. So he just needs to attack with his Ceratops. We have to block with our Pyromancer. But then he's tapped, and we can get a nice attack in as well. So let's see how it works out for us. Oh, non-humans get +3/+3 with his Wild Speaker for 5. Shoot. If only we had this extra Kraken blocker. Oh! This makes me so sad. Now he gets every +3/+3. No +3s. Get him next turn, boys. Just draw cards. Oh! We tried, bros. Let's cycle for our other Kraken as a surprise. Another Ceratops. Nice. All he needs to do is attack with them both. Hopefully his aggro wants to go in with everything. He does. I don't think this works regardless. So we're taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And we're gaining 8, which is 12. That should save us. But we lose a Kraken. Let's just cycle. A little late, maybe. We need mass defenders. We can get another Kraken. Cycling for 2. Which we can't do because we just spent all of our 1 cost cycles. We need 2 of them. Not just 1, right? That's still the go-to because our Pyromancer can help us remove. Right? Let's cycle our C's. Actually, cancel. Let's cycle 1 in case we draw another 1 cycle. That would be ideal. No, you get a land though. We can't pay life for. No attacks. We do have our defenses up. Next draw, C's goes to 8 again. Oh! We hold out, you guys. Nice. Another really light land hand. But we do have our Everwise, which is really nice. Let's look for a land with our Scry. Triome's gonna be nice and slow as well. Nice and slow, right? That sounds weird. Off. Probably cycling for 1 on our opponent's turn, right? Just to make sure we get that land drop for next turn, because if we don't, that's heartbreaking. And if we cycle this turn and next turn, we get additional chances to draw said land. Okay. Perfect. 2 of them. Quench, whatever. It's gonna happen at some point regardless, right? Yeah. There's no way we get around a Mystical Dispute there. You can't play 6 mana and then start your game plan, right? He'll have us already Frilled Mystic or Night Pack ambushed, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he's digging in. All right, let's see. So he didn't deal with it, so let's stack value in a weird way, right? Let's just get the most out of it. Obviously, we want that to go on our Pyromancer most days, but I don't think he'll let our Pyromancer touch the field, you know what I mean? And even this, he's just going to Brazen Borrow it, so like the cost is cheaper, the threshold. The nice thing about it is they can't counter your cycles, right? That's really nice. Oh, it's just like whenever. That's actually pretty cool. I don't think damage is going to be an issue. Let's just wait, because we will be out of mana, so we'll just do it if we have to. He plays a wolf. We've just made a grave error. Even a Furled Mystic is a big time error. We're in stress eating territory if that comes to fruition. No, he's like, I'll just leave it and ramp past him after. I bet he plays it right now and just took the damage. More spirals. Is that his third? Second. We could just draw 4 cards, but I guarantee you that gets countered. At least if we cycle, we draw 1. Oh no.
We will not fail. Be wary of the ground you walk on.
2 land. With Vigilance. I should say 2 mana, not 2 land. It's a little late now, I think, but by golly, let's try to go for it. Of course we draw the land. Take the scry. Like 25% chance to draw land. 3 or 4 in a row. 3. Brutal, bro. Alright, we're winning the health battle, at least. Field battle, we're drastically losing. Thanks for the host, Adina. Just seeing that come through. Appreciate that. You can go to the bottom.
Behold nature's true power.
It helps. Let's just play for 7. Oh! Oh! I gotta go grab like some sort of pastry after that whooping. Maybe a muffin. We'll do a muffin today. I guess we get a chance to try and redeem ourselves. I would really like a 3rd land. We get it. Oh my gosh, we're lucky. I think this could be good, right? He does have Jeskai colors. Or Jeskai, not Ikai. People have been getting upset with me. Well, not upset, but actually like going out of their way to help educate me, so I should do my darnest to, you know, be semi-reasonable. Check this out. This is for everybody. Jeskai. Or Jeskai. I have the tendencies to throw Z's in, or Z's, as S's. It's so much cooler. Exemplified best. Boys, right? So much better than boys. Like, put that Z on the end, people know you're serious. Alright, our opponent is like, what's going on? We just countered his best card. Why isn't he conceded? They always concede after I counter their first creature. Does he expect me to play this 90 card deck? Sorry, 80. It's absolute madness. I don't think he's got it. I don't think you've got it, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Am I six the heck out of ya? You leave my planeswalker alone. Understand? Fave wishes, fine. It's not like he can mass manipulate for 5 or 6. Like, that's gonna cost the big bucks, right? Oh, he's just gonna destroy it? Son of a bee! We've got no counter magic.
Meditate with me.
Does it to herself. I love it. Let's start cycling Yadaro. Let's force something else out of his hand. Right, we're not getting around that.
Even masters make mistakes.
But again, he's just dealing with like one card with 2. Then into his Fae, which is like whatever. Let's start building this fox up. Ouch. Let's make him go for it. He's gonna have to either, I think, discard 2 cards, but That's actually not that bad. Card advantage is a huge ordeal. Now he just trades, so we gain a bunch of life. He might not want to bounce our Ominous Seas because the Fox is so buff. He'd probably bounce the Fox. If he has a Teferi, he might Shatter once he gets his second Plains in play. Just another Fae. Interesting. Fae's broken in best of one. So good. Interesting. What's he go for? Okay. He's gonna destroy the enchantment now. Which is good. He's got to go for that, right? Take that scry. Another Seas isn't bad. Better than a land, right? Oh, he's gonna take our Fox and kill our Oh no, that used his white mana. So we might get our dude off. There's no way. Go to town. That's our second cycle of Yudaro. This is working out perfectly. You should counter that if you can. Atta boy. I want him to use his intervention to kill the one, then I'll play the second, right? Because he could kill both of them. Zenith Flare's up 7. If we could pull a second Zenith Flare, that's game. He takes the kill. We come out with our 8/8. So we could just Zenith Flare and kill the Kraken. We don't even need a second copy, brah. Let's go for it. Redeemed. Let's find more land. I guess 2 is at least something. Let's play our Triumph, stack these Seas. Yeah. Alright, let's get these 8/8 Krakens in play. Our first Yudaro. Do the same thing with our Draineth Healer. Ooh! Nice, bro. It is indeed an online permanent. Surveilling right now. That's what the holdup is. We could just Narset on it, right? That's always an option. Right, that's gonna trigger our Ominous Seas. And let's keep our Zenith Flare in hand. Our set's gonna die. Is what it is.
This was not my plan.
Migration Path, that's okay. Right, just pulling out lands. Our C's at 6, goes to 7 right here. Guess let's play a second. Another Zenith Flare could probably stay. Actually, maybe not with Zenith Flare. Better than a land, I guess. Rielle would be pretty cool, or a Pyromancer. Okay, Thassa doesn't do too much. Let's just stack Krakens, man. We can cycle with our mare. Land. Hopefully by stacking our Ominous Seas. He'll run out of mana to infinite tap them eventually. Right? More land sucks. That's it. These are instances. We can cast one, so hopefully no discard effect. Our C's are all ramping up quite nicely. Let's just kill it. Helps us survive, right? We take out its damage. Dealers. More land. Awesome. Alright. As expected. Do we kill the druid now? No. Could be a Dream Eater or something like this. Thassa is no joke. Cycling land. Or I guess a migration path, which pulls land into another druid. Yeah, let's save one copy. Right, I'd hate to use it and then lose it. He could use the additional mana to tap my Krakens, but he'll need more than that. Oh my god. We had the worst land luck, you guys, and now all we can get is land. Killing his draw engine. Ooh. That's not good. That's not good. Even he goes into another Gruta, brings out his Thassa. Into another. No, he doesn't get it. He did not get it, but he gets a Thassa, bounce it to try again. No, we're good. All he got was Dream Eater, which is still really good for him. And he's going to bounce one of our C's. Or does he bounce the 8/8? I don't know. Nice play, nice play. Gruta, Doom of Depths, you guys. Perfecto. Yeah, it's just so good. Bounces the 8/8. And we still can't get it. I don't know where all this land came from. We've definitely hit a mine of it. We should be land miners. Let's take our last land out of the deck. Oh my god. Into a Luminous Broodmoth. That's hot.